Alright, welcome back to another episode of Island. Let's go, princess. We gotta get some ice block. Ice block. We gotta get an ice block. Yes, I can. I turn around. Rinne's standing there stiffly, clutching her parasol. We're still within sight of the mansion, and now we're close to the tea house. See, this is why I had my qualms about this whole idea. Karen suggested that Rinne and I just go and have some shaved ice at the tea house by ourselves. She's watching the house while we're gone. Oh. I mean, it makes sense to do things this way, but I'll bet she was just looking for an excuse to slack off. Hey now, what happened to all that willpower that was on display just a moment ago? Yeah. Chewing at her lower lip, Rinne gazes down at her shadow. That'd be the end of the human race, though. Jeez. What are you, a 14-year-old? It's the same dirt track as always. To Rinne, though, it must feel like we're lost at sea, or stranded in the middle of some vast desert of ice. Do you want to head back for today? I'll go and buy some for you. Rinne keeps saying that she wants to go home, but she doesn't actually show any intention of turning back. Usually she do head back to the second she found something to complain about. If she really wants to eat shaved ice with me, we could just do that at home. But what if by together she means we should both go to the tea house to eat it? What if she just wants to kick back with me for a while? Right. Right. It's not that hard. I'll lend her my strength. I'll walk right next to her. I'll be your shield. It really is hot today, though. It's too small for both of us. Our shoulders would stick out. Yours are really small. Do you ever eat any meat? I didn't know you cared about things like that. Oh, really? Alright, we're having pork shabu shabu tonight. Pork shabu shabu. I'll make a thick sesame sauce to go with it. I slowed down a little to fall in line with Rinne, and we continue on a leisurely pace, chatting idly. On at a leisurely pace. Ugh. Chatting idly, I wonder how fast I usually walk compared to this. It's probably the first time I've got a good look at my surroundings while walking this route. It's almost fall, isn't it? You should find it a lot easier to get outside then. No, I'm sure of it. Oh, what the? I noticed that the fear has vanished from our voice as we kept on talking. It's pretty high in fat, you know. You'll ruin your diet. I see. I'll buy you something. What a waste. They're the best part. What's wrong? Ah! Really? I'm so sorry! Then why did you tell me? Now I won't be able to eat it either. Fuck you! Damn it! Is this a revenge for earlier? Well, I don't see what's so great about it. What? Are you gonna traumatize me again? No more! I don't want to hear any more weird trivia!
ずっと一緒にいてくれる？
Stop with the trivia! What?
私が太っちょのおばさんになっても、ヨボヨボのおばあちゃんになっても、ずっとずっとこうして私の隣にいてくれる？
Time is merciless. No matter how badly two people want to be together, sometimes it's simply not possible. And sometimes you have to hide the fact that they don't feel the same way by telling endless lies. Whatever hardships may await us, though, of course, I'll stay with you forever. Right now, we're sharing the same moment in time. We should be able to overcome those hardships together. But you'll have to stay with me as well, even if I turn into a smelly old baldy.
それは嫌。
Well, I can't stay young forever. What? Did you say you weren't the older man? What happened to that?
そっか。私別に年上が好きなわけじゃなかったんだ。
You're deciding that now?
刹那だから好きだったんだ。
Well, God, but that's not gonna make me stay young. Oh. Oh?
今更かな。
Well, yeah, kind of. It's scorching. Why did you have to be so hot today? Damn, son. I'll be glad to see the back of you. It's seriously hot. I am drenched in sweat by the time we arrive at the top of the hill.
相変わらず体力ないのね、刹那。
How do you manage to look so cool in that outfit? If I were to wear a long-sleeved shirt in this blazing sunshine, I'd collapse with heat stroke.
慣れよ、慣れ。動物なんて年中毛皮着てるじゃない？
Is it really that easy? At closer inspection, though, I can see the odd bead of sweat forming on your forehead.
楽しみね。二人で食べるかき氷。
These foolish wonderings vanish from my mind the moment that I see Rinne's smile. I'm really glad we came here.
おやおや、リンネちゃんじゃない。ずいぶん久しぶりだね。
Whoa! Wow, you just slapped jumping out of nowhere, don't you? You almost gave me a heart
お
attack.
や、そっちの坊ちゃんは。おやおやおやおや。
Oh my, here we go again. Do you have to come so close?
お久しぶり、おばあちゃん。まだ生きてたんだ。しぶといわね。
Rinne?
ほんと、早くじいさんにお迎えに来てほしいものだけどね。
もうおばあちゃんたら悲しいこと言わないでよ。
まあ、こうやってお客さんが来てくれるうちは死ぬに死ねないね。
ならこれからは毎日来なくっちゃ。
おやおや、嬉しいこと言ってくれるね。
I suppose they're actually pretty close, aren't they? She was about to say it, but then she got cut off.
でも虫の知らせっていうのかね。ふーっとそろそろ潮時なような気がするんだよ。思えばこの店もずいぶん長いこと続けてきたからね。
おばあちゃん、私が子供の頃からおばあちゃんだものね。
リンネちゃんこそ昔からちっとも変わってないね。一目でわかったよ。
ありがとう。お世辞が言えるくらい元気なうちはまだまだ大丈夫よ。
The two of them calmly carry on with their conversation in this manner.
私、かき氷いちご練乳ね。せつなは？
I'll have, I'll go with the same. I'll have the same.
じゃあもう一つもいちご練乳。鬼盛りで。
Hey! What did you say?
いけるいける。男の子でしょ？
I'm a little worried how my stomach's going to take this, but more than that, to be honest, I don't have that much cash in me.
なんだそんなこと。ここまで付き合わせたんだもの。私のおごりに決まってるじゃない。
No can do. I can't make my date pay for me. What's wrong, Rinne?
デート？
This was meant to be a date, right? Rinne looks me in the eye for a brief moment.
じゃあ、デートで。
Get out. She answers sweetly, and writing, you probably need a little heart symbol to get me the same tone. Anyway, ma'am, a normal serving will do me fine. That'll probably be better for my tummy too.
おやおや、暑いね。暑さで倒れちゃいけないから特別に鬼盛り無料にしとこうかね。
God damn it. Why?
だからね、そうじゃなくて。ああ、もう、刹那ったら不器用。
Are we making origamis? That's strange. We're waiting for the old woman to bring us our desserts. We're doing the same origami to kill the time. Using, okay, it's origami. Using leftover flyers for a summer festival. I'm sure I'm doing it the right way. Why would it turn out right?
最初が一番大事なの。こうやって三角形を作るときにきちんと端を揃えて。
Do I look like I know what square is? For folding cranes, by the way. I said I couldn't remember how to fold them, but when I tried, my hands seemed to go through all the steps automatically, and I did manage to produce something vaguely resembling a crane. Rinne burst into laughter when she saw my attempt. We'll keep laughing. Let's put our own work.
ほら、できた。
Nice! Looks good. With the blink of an eye, I'm greeted by an elegant little crane. Yeah. She's talented. You're really dexterous. Are you secretly into plastic modeling or something?
あのね、男の子じゃないんだから。
Hey, can you hold a frog? The kind that actually jumps, I mean? I don't know how to make those. Wait, what other frogs are you thinking of that did not jump then?
残念。カエルは私も無理。
Then how about the ship? That's pretty easy, isn't it? Isn't the frog running on a motorcycle?
それも無理。
The crazy frog? At crazy style, I think you can fold?
そう、釣るだけ。
Our conversation comes to an abrupt halt. My ugly crane and her elegant one sit side by side, swaying in the ocean breeze.
すっかり忘れてた。外の世界がこんなに気持ちいいってこと。
The sun is still blazing down on us, and it's so hot that humid that my sweat won't even dry. Honestly, it's a bit of a stretch to call this weather nice, but I guess that's exactly why this breeze is so pleasant. Why it feels so great every time it sweeps over me. It's not the sort of feeling you're going to experience if you lounge around at home all day. Really, it's like a reward for bearing with the unpleasant
よかっ
stickiness.
た。頑張って。
It's just a beginning, though. The outside world is vast. It continues on far beyond the cell and beyond the ocean. We can go anywhere.
ね。だから言ったでしょ。余裕だって。
You took it at a real snail's pace.
少しくらい褒めてくれたっていいじゃない。
Hey man, some fresh green leaves for this young lady.
牛じゃないわよ。
Okay, there. I give Rinne's head a firm rub. She squints her eyes and giggles as though it's tickling her. Where shall we go tomorrow? How about the harbor? You can see lots of seagulls there.
カモメは嫌い。うるさいから。っていうか、 明日の話なんて気が早いわね。
I know. Why don't you try going to school?
学校？
You know, high school. I mean, you've outgrown compulsory education, so I'm not going to force you, but I'm sure all your friends are waiting for you to come back.
友達は別に。
There's no aspect of high school life you'd like to try out?
そうね。
Rinne gazes into the distance.
卒業式ってのやってみたい。
Seriously? Isn't that pretty much the end of the line for high school students?
違うの。卒業式は始まりなの。
The beginning?
コサージュを胸につけてね。桜の花びらが雪みたいに舞い落ちるのを見ながらのんびり歩くの。眩しいくらいの光の中を。
I close my eyes and try to imagine it. Rinne dressed in a high school uniform, strolling through a storm of blossoms. In one hand, her diploma, in the other, a well-loved school bag. No dark shadows, nothing at all blocking her path. That sounds nice.
まあ、夢のまた夢だけどね。
Don't see that. Just look at how much progress you made today. Yeah, you actually went inside. With me, your boy Setsuna!
そうね。考えとく。
Rinne answers quietly, looking down at her feet. Sorry if I was getting ahead of myself.
ありがとう、せつな。
If it's too early to be talking about tomorrow, it's definitely too soon to be discussing anything beyond that. First, we have to accomplish today's goal. We came here to eat shaved ice together. She's sure taking a long time. Where's the rice?
いいじゃない。急いでるわけでもないし、のんびり待ちましょう。
Yeah, you're right. I will do that.
ええ、そうしましょう。
For a short moment, it seemed as if Rinne was hesitating to add something else. I take a look around, but there are no other customers besides us. And we only ordered 2 portions of shaved ice, unlike before. I'll go and check on her. It's just a hunch, but yeah, I have a bit feeling about this. Ma'am? I step into the small tea house. There's no response. Instead I find... Ma'am? The old woman is lying on the floor in the kitchen. I need to call an ambulance. I'm not even sure this island has any emergency services, actually. Damn it! What can I do? Rinne! Sorry, but could you wait here for a bit? Rinne lets out a short gasp when she sees me carrying the old woman on my back. I'm taking her to the hospital.
町にモリス診療所って小さな病院があるわ。場所は
Don't worry, I know where it is.
休診日でもいると思うから呼び鈴鳴らしてみて。
Rinne, grasping the situation, immediately quickly issues me instructions. She's so dependable.
それと日傘を。
It's fine, it shouldn't take long if I run
そ
there.
うじゃなくて。
Oh yeah, the old woman suffers from soot blight syndrome. Thanks, I'll take it. With the woman on my back, I rest the parasol on my shoulder. Damn, it's gonna be hard running like this. But I have to do it.
ね、何もできなくて。
I want to tell her that's not true, but I can't afford to waste any time right now.
せつな、気をつけて。
I'm already sprinting away, my back to Rinne, when I hear her call out to me. We'll save this shaved ice for another occasion. That's what I'm thinking in the back of my mind. Oh boy. Oh man! I thought I was going to die back there! Where is the clinic? As soon as I leave the building, all the built-up tension suddenly leaches out of my body, and I sink down to the ground. It was a struggle to get the rather deaf Dr. Morrison to understand me, especially with me being so out of breath. but I'll skip over that. Right now, I just... Oh, mouse, stop being crazy! I just need a little rest. I'm utterly exhausted.
おや、君は
Ugh, why now?
やっぱりシングルくんじゃない。
Ah! Back to Sanzenkai! Hey, quit it with that! My name is Setsuna.
大丈夫？ちょっとそこで休んでいく？
He points at the ultra-familiar police station. You really think you can trick me? And don't be quite up. Single theft. Guys. Rinne actually said she preferred them.
さっきそのリンネちゃんから電話があってね。倒れたキラさんを君が運んでいくからよろしくって。
Rinne colored?
なんだ。じゃあただの熱射病だったんだ。
Yeah, she regained consciousness pretty quickly. I should be fine again after an hour or so's rest. Heat stroke can still be dangerous sometimes though. Especially for old geezers and grannies.
確かにこの時期は気をつけないとね。私もご高齢者の家は重点的に見回ることにするよ。
That's noble of you. The officer had served me some cold barley tea, allowing me to calm down and explain the situation. I always end up in this place for some reason.
いやしかし今回は君のお手柄だったね。まさかつい先日は逮捕されかけていた君が人助けとは。
I'm a full-fledged member of this island community now, you know? I just did what anyone would do.
人は変われば変わるものだね。
Didn't Karen see something like that too?
今度町内会誌の今月の頑張りマンのページに載せてもらえるように口添えしておいてあげるよ。
Ah, yeah! What the heck is that?
島のヒーローを紹介するコーナーでね。今月はポセイドンさんの特集だったかな。
Really? The famous boat captain? And now I am a hero on his level? Awesome! Wait. Hey, can only men be nominated for this Citizen of the Month page?
いや、そんなことはないはずだよ。
In that case, won't you nominate Rinne instead of me? She's the one who realized that something was wrong with the old woman, and she's been making a real effort lately. It may be hard for others to tell, but
なるほど。いいアイデアかもしれないね。
you just don't know what Rinne is really like. But maybe your attitude towards her might change if you got to know her a little better. Sleeping Beauty. That's not all she is anymore. Alright, Rinne's still waiting for me, so I do better be heading back now.
今日はいろいろとありがとう、シングルくん。
Come on, no! Hey, the name's Sanzenkai Setsuna.
本当にありがとう、せつなくん。
This is getting a bit awkward
さ
somehow.
っきの電話のリンネちゃんの声、君のことが実に誇らしげだった。きっとリンネちゃんにとって君はヒーローなんだろうね。
A hero, huh? I'm definitely no hero. I'm just an ordinary guy. But maybe I can become a hero. For Rinne's sake at least.
リンネちゃんとうまくいったようで、私も一安心だよ。口には出さなくても、みんなリンネちゃんのことを心配していたからね。この2ヶ月間ずっと。
2 months?
でも君がこの島に来てくれてから何かが変わった気がする。
2 months? I've heard that before. It was Miss Esther when I asked her how long she'd been taking her nightly walks in the ocean.
私にはいろんなことがいい方向に動き出しているように思えるんだ。
That day, Rinne told me she'd been going for those walks for about 2 months. Yeah. Did something happen 2 months ago?
あれ？聞いてない？リンネちゃんから。
No. The next moment, the policeman's expression stiffens, as if realizing that he said something he shouldn't have. I've only heard about the incident 5 years ago. That winter when Rinne was lost at sea and returned to the island in a small I trail off in the middle of my sentence. Has anything else happened in those 5 years? What happened to Rinne while I was gone?
なるほど。そうだったのか。
Please tell me, whatever it is. It's my responsibility to know too. I'm the one who left Rinne alone for 5 whole years. I'm the one who forced her to live all by herself for that time.
今から2ヶ月前、6月8日の夜のことだよ。
Oh boy.
この駐在所に1本の電話が入ったんだ。海で人が倒れてるってね。
No way. Was it Rinne? The officer doesn't answer. Instead, he averts his eyes and continues talking.
私はすぐに駆けつけたよ。小原家の浜辺。ちょうど君が目覚めたあの場所だね。浜辺には一隻の小さなボートが打ち上げられていた。
A boat?
ボートの中では一人の女の子が擦り傷だらけの体を丸めて眠っていた。小原凛音。5年前に行方不明になった女の子だった。
She was missing for 5 years. Huh?
確かその時の記事がここに。
He rummages through his desk drawer and takes a newspaper clipping from a file. The headline reads as follows. Missing girl found alive after 5 years. A modern day spiriting away?
島は大騒ぎになった。似ているだけだとか、人違いだとか、散々言われたんだ。でもね、クオンさんが出てきて、この子は紛れもなく私の娘ですって証言したんだ。もう誰も強いことは言えなくなってね。
Wait a minute. So what exactly happened? Rinne fell into the ocean that winter 5 years ago, and she returned 2 months ago?
つまりね、リンネちゃんは偽物じゃないかって言われてるんだ。
A fake? Rinne? What a lot of crap! Rinne's Rinne, period!
まあ、疑われる理由はいくつかあるんだよ。
Reasons? I bet. Reasons cooked up by grown-ups who wanted her to be a fake for their own convenience.
私だって疑いたくはないよ。でも君は信じられる？5年以上も行方不明になっていた人間がひょっこり戻ってくるなんて。
Of course. Because I came back too. I set out on a long journey so that I could be reunited with her.
最初は彼女の記憶もおぼろげでね。あの屋敷で暮らすうちにだんだんと記憶を取り戻していって、今では昔の話なんかもしてくれるようになった。だけど事件前後の証言は曖昧だったし、結局幼少時の記憶は戻らなかったしね。
I've lost my memories too. But after meeting Rinne, I was able to recover my past self.
まあ、疑い出したらキリはない。あとは君の言う通り、大人の都合だよ。死んだと思われていた少女が生きて帰ってきた。そんな美談なら島のイメージ向上につながる。大人たちはそう結論付けた。で、結果がその記事というわけだね。
I'll let my eyes drift over the article again. It talks of her spiriting away, how it was a miracle, a trick of destiny. It's as if the writer chose to use all sorts of flowery words to distract readers from the truth. My eyes are drawn to a certain passage. Prior to her disappearance, Ohara Rinne, 17, was last seen on the shore near her home. The area is known for its unpredictable currents. It's the same place where, 10 years ago in August, Ohara...
ちゃんと覚えておきな。
Keep reading, motherfucker. Ohara Rinne, 17. Hey, are you trying to trick me with some fake news article? If so, you really need to try harder. There's an obvious typo on here. If Rinne is 17 right now, then 5 years ago she would have been 12. No, 11, since it was the day before her birthday. If this were a real newspaper, they wouldn't have let such an obvious mistake slip by. Even I can tell that it's wrong. It's fake news.
だったら話は簡単だったんだけどね。
Huh?
いいかい、せつなくん。事件当時、彼女は本当に17歳だったんだよ。
Then, how old is she now?
23歳。ほら、記事にも書いてある。
The officer points at the article, and I look at it again. There, it states it clearly. Ohara Rinne, 23. It can't be. She said she was 17 herself. I'm sure she said that. She repeated it over and over, almost as if she was trying to convince herself.
彼女はこの5年間のことを覚えていない。ふと目が覚めたら5年が経っていたんだ。認めたくなかったんだろうね。
She lost 5 years in a single night? The world had moved on, leaving her behind in the past. But she doesn't look 23.
そうだね。私もそう思うよ。5年もの時間が経っているのに、彼女は行方不明になった当時の17歳の外見のままで戻ってきた。まるで時間を超えてきたみたいにね。
Time travel? That can't be possible. But I can only think of one other scenario, and that's...
それが彼女が小原凛音ではないと言われる最大の理由だよ。
Right, her age doesn't match that of the real Rinne. Therefore, she must be someone else.
まあ、彼女が小原凛音本人か別人かなんてのはどうでもいいことだよ。だって今や彼女はこの島の一員なんだからね。
It doesn't matter? That just can't be right. Rinne said that Setsuna was 2 or 3 years older than her at the time. That would make him 25 or 26 now. I'm not that age.
発見されたばかりの彼女はね、私たちの言葉にろくに耳を貸さず、ただただ泣き続けていた。せつな、せつなって、その名前だけを何度も繰り返してね。夜になると毎晩、まるで無遊病患者みたいに浜辺をさまよい歩いていた。みんな心配していたんだよ。このままじゃいつか壊れてしまうんじゃないかって。だからね、君が現れてくれて本当によかった。
Me? Where do I come into play?
君が彼女を救ったんだよ、せつなくん。
Am I really Setsuna? There has to be some kind of a mistake. It must be some giant misunderstanding. Rinne couldn't have been older than 11 at the time. That's the only explanation that makes sense. If you go with that explanation, you don't need any ridiculous theories about her being a different person, or some sort of time traveler. And I won't have to deal with the idiotic notion that I'm not Setsuna anymore. I went out with Rinne for the first time today. She was grumbling about the sun all the while, but she never once tried to turn back or run away. Everything seemed to be going well. If she keeps it up, she may even be able to go back to school. School? What did I see at the hut that night?
ズルして問題集の答えを見ようとしたら、刹那に隠されちゃって、喧嘩したっけ？
She was talking about the answer sheet for her summer homework. Her algebra homework? If she'd still been 11, elementary school kid, it should have been math, not algebra.
りんねちゃんは5年前に高校を卒業しているよ。ただ、卒業式には出られなかっただろうけどね。卒業式は3月1日。彼女が神隠しにあった翌日だったから。
Spirited away. That's right. She was spirited away. During the 5 years she was missing, her body didn't age. She didn't gain any new memories. I don't understand how. But maybe one night on that small uninhabited island is equivalent to 5 years on this island. Maybe time passes by at a different rate there. There's enough evidence in the idea's favor. You said that Rinne's body was covered in scratches when she was found 2 months ago, didn't you?
ひどいありさまだったよ。特に背中は爪で引っかかれたみたいな傷になっていて、血も滲んでいてね。
She picked up those same injuries on that night 5 years ago. She didn't stop aging for 5 years. No, those 5 years were just one night to her. She didn't lose any memories. Those 5 years never existed for her in the first place. Now the same thing happened to Setsuna. However, Setsuna stayed on that uninhabited island a little longer than Rinne did. That's why he washed up here 2 months later. Looking the same as he had 5 years ago.
幸い軽傷ですぐに傷跡は消えたけどね。いや、顔に傷が残らなくて本当に良かった。
Scars on her face?
セツナは頭から血を流してた。血がダクダク流れてて全然止まってくれなかった。
Yeah, that's what Rinne said. And then...
5年も前の話だもの。傷跡なんて残ってないわよ。
But if time stood still for me for 5 years as well, that scar should still be there. No, don't give up just yet. Think. I have to remember. There has to be some kind of evidence that I really am Setsuna. What if that skeleton that we've seen in our nightmares and in that video, it's the real Setsuna that actually died? I have to find it. Something that justifies my being by her side. I need to find an excuse for the fact that I hurt her. That something. It doesn't exist. I can't recall a single memory from my past. And I can't even figure out why I lost him. I got so excited over having recovered my lost past. But I've been wrong ever since the moment I stopped thinking and started just assuming that I was Setsuna. The moment I gave up on trying to change my destiny. What else could I have done though? I couldn't have borne living out the rest of my life like a nobody. Not in this world. So, I wanted to become somebody. Just as she tried to become Rinne, I tried to become Setsuna. I wanted to make things easier. If we all have a soulmate, and I do already met mine without realizing it, then a happy end should surely have awaited us. I wanted to become the protagonist of a cliched fairy tale, I guess. But what's wrong with making mistakes? What's wrong with fabricating a false self? I mean, I didn't have any sense of self at first. But I decided what kind of person I wanted to be. I changed myself to become like that. Isn't that what it means to be alive? It doesn't matter if it's all fake or a lie. If it's just a matter of self-deception or self-importance. People can change as long as they have a reason to. They can make a life for themselves as long as they have aspirations. But who am I? Why did I have to be so utterly betrayed?
大丈夫せつなくん。
No, midlife crisis. Please don't call me that.
じゃあ、シングルくん
Single. Guess that's a perfect name for me, isn't it? Everything I've acquired on this island has been handed down to me by others. My passport Rinne, the name Setsuna, my position as a servant, even these clothes. The one thing I can truly call my own? Ironically enough, it's that CD single I had when I first woke up here. That's the one thing that defines me. CD? You remember about having it as a CD? Right, it's a CD. Rinne said that she gave it to Setsuna on that uninhabited island. That CD player was broken, but the CD itself... Hey, where's the CD? It should contain a recording of Rinne reading the adventure novel that Setsuna wrote. That was the only thing I had. And it's the only thing that connects me to Rinne.
ああ、あの CD なら習得物の保管棚に。
The officer rummages around the shelves and hands me a worn plastic bag. The shiny CD is sitting inside. Do you have a CD player?
古いラジカセなら、うん、確か CD の再生もできたはずだよ。少し待っててね。
The officer disappears into the back of the police station. Why didn't I think of this sooner? I was thinking about this like, I don't know, since I began the road, honestly. Or actually even began this special novel. If I do recommend it, remember as soon as Rinne told me her story, I wouldn't have had to go through so much trouble. I looked down at the CD in my hand. There's no label on it, just something scrawled in permanent marker. It's not a regular CD, it's a CDR for recording. The writing gets faded, so it's hard to make out, but the last part, it kind of looks like it might say to Setsuna. And the part that looks like a title... Island? The thought of something heavy being placed at the desk brings me back to reality.
お待たせ。これでいいかな
Thanks for the jump scare. A clunky old CD player is sitting on the desk. Thanks a lot.
古いものだからね。動くかわからないけど。
I plug it in and turn it on, and the LCD screen lights up. Next, I put in that CD. It starts spinning with a soft whirring sound when I close the lid. Oh boy. The couple of seconds it takes for the player to read the track information feels like minutes. Eventually, the words Track 01 appears on the screen. Next, it starts displaying the playback time. 01. Ah! The speakers come to life, but all I hear is empty noise. White noise, cold and flat, without any hint of emotion. Like flakes of snow, falling gently in a snowy field. Or waves, ceaselessly lapping against the shore. A quiet, hollow melody, one born of nature. A voice calling out from the endless nothingness, from the depths of the abyss. Ah! On a sudden impulse, I open the lid and take that CD out again. I feel like I may lose myself if I carry on listening to that noise. It's as if it's hollowing out my already empty soul even further.
おかしいね。やっぱり壊れていたのかな
The officer tilts his head in confusion and flips the switch to the radio. Some cheerful foreign music drifts into the room.
じゃあ CD の方に問題が
It's fine. I'm not sure what I was expecting. Even if you heard Rinne's voice coming from that CD, that wouldn't have proven that I was really Setsuna. I don't have the scar that Setsuna's supposed to have. That's a truth I can't change. I'm sorry. You can hold on to it until its real owner shows up. Though he probably never will. I tried to hand that CD to the officer, but he doesn't take it.
私にはこれが何なのかはわからない。でもね、君にとってはきっと意味のあるものなんだと思うんだ。
You may be right. Even if that CD can't be played, it's not completely meaningless. If I show this to Rinne and ask her about it, I should find out what it really is. Though it may be a bit late for that. This isn't a question hanging over our heads. It's not what I need to ask her about right now. It doesn't matter anymore, whether or not this CD is hers. But still, if I'm allowed to hold onto this kernel of hope, if there's some kind of bond between Rinne and me, okay, I'll keep it then. That hope. I want to hold on to it until the very last moment.